Hi, welcome to the Approved Garage YouTube channel. So today I'm recording on the Sony ZV-1. I've talked about that before. I'll put a link in the description of the video where I unboxed that and talked about it. This is probably, I don't know, the 30th video that I've done with this camera, and it's been pretty good. The external mic hookups are good. The hot shoe mount is good. It has good compatibility and good gain with microphones. And I like the display and the colors, and it's just overall been pretty good. One downside that I've run into is that the camera's battery lasts about 45 minutes. And it's not necessarily 45 minutes of recording, it's about 45 minutes of it being on. So if you're recording and you're using the remote and you pause it and you're doing something else, I have a tendency to run the thing dead. So what I've been doing to combat that is I've been using a battery bank, a USB battery bank, and just plugging it into the side of the camera. And the battery bank has worked well. The one that I use is about 12,000 mAh, and the battery that's in the camera is like 1,200 mAh, so reasonably it'll run for a long time. It actually recharges the battery as it's recording and allows me to kind of continue to work. So it's a good workaround. But I'm not crazy about having to carry this battery pack all over the place and having the micro USB plugged into the camera all the time and everything else. Micro USB isn't the greatest connection in the world, and there's probably a good chance it's going to fail at some point. The more I use it, it's going to increase. So I picked this up from Amazon. This is a Power Extra, very Chinese name. Power Extra 2-pack of Sony batteries for the Sony cameras. So open it up, and here's what we have inside. These look very like 1980s manufactured packaging. But we've got mini DV digital video battery, which this is not a mini DV camera. Interesting. Lithium ion. 100% extra power. And I picked this one because they were fairly well reviewed. So there's 2 batteries here. Each one comes in a little case. And then if we open the case up, there is a little latch on the case, and then inside we have these Power Extra batteries. So this is actually a 1600 mAh battery, and maybe I misspoke. I think the camera is 1400. I know this is a little bit more, but I want to say the camera is like 200 mAh less than this. So this is a little bit more powerful than the factory battery from a capacity standpoint, not more powerful like my camera's now turbocharged or something. So inside the box are 2 of those, each in their own individual case. So they both come in their own little cases. And then what is even more important in my opinion is this, which is an external charger. So this charger can charge 2 batteries at a time outside of the camera. Because the battery life isn't terrible for its size and the capacity and the power of the camera. The problem is that you can't charge the battery while it's in the camera. Like, that's kind of the big deal. And then, you have to plug the camera in to charge the battery, which means it's normally sitting over like on my workbench to be plugged in, and then I can't use it to record things because, it's charging. And there are some days where, I might go 2 weeks without doing a video, but I might do 4 or 5 in a day. And it might take me 2 hours to record those 4 or 5 with, the mistakes and the stuff that I edit out and all of that. So, it's not uncommon for me to run this battery dead. And it was the same way with my Osmo Action, which is why I had a bunch of external battery packs and I would just kind of swap them out. So I decided to do the same here. So we've got 2 batteries in a charger. It comes with a USB cable as well. But there is no power brick in the box, so I guess I'll have to plug it into my own power brick. I'll just use one of the Apple ones or something like that. It looks like they're looking for 5 volts at 2 amps as the input. So let's get this guy plugged in and we'll see what it shows on this little screen here. Alright, so here's something interesting. It actually has a micro USB on the side, and then also a regular USB cable in the back. So we're going to just plug it into, this is kind of a standard brick that came with something. And look at that. There's a little, my battery's charging indicator. So there it is, it's charging the battery. So we'll let it run for a bit, come back and check on it in about an hour and we'll see where it's at. I don't know how charged or dead these batteries are from the factory, but it does look like it's now going down to the bottom bar where it was going down to 0. So maybe after a while we'll just show that it's full. Alright, so here we are. Batteries are fully charged. It shows an icon that they're fully charged on the screen. So we'll try one out and see how it works in the camera. Alright, so the battery seems to work well. Here's my Sony OEM battery in the charger and it's charging just fine. The aftermarket battery is in the camera and it's working just fine without issue. The camera is not complaining about any sort of issue with the battery. So it seems good, seems like a good buy. They're relatively inexpensive. I think it was like 30 bucks for the pair of batteries with the charger. I'll put a link in the description. But if you have the ZV-1 and you're looking for additional battery life, it's a really good option, I think. So thank you for watching and have a great day.